include Tim Reed here. Tim, not a lot of people know this, but Tim is a genius when it comes to music.
Yeah. Idiot savant. Underline the former, not the latter.
So, Christine, we're going to see if we can go with Tim, and then I've got Rondinelli in here, who is just amazing with music, and then Andrew, who's
just amazing,
a youngin.
I dabble,
and then we have an intern in there who's music as well, and has an old mind when it comes to music. So it's crazy. Christine,
an old mind when it comes to music too.
And then there's Christine, who's like anything past home on the range, I'm lost. Listen, Christine, I thought of you this morning, and this broken telescope story, and we've discovered with K2, we've discovered I don't know, over 100 new planets or something. It's incredible.
104.
The Kepler, this Kepler, what is it? A probe, some sort of, and it malfunctioned. But it's the malfunction, correct me if I'm wrong, that has actually allowed for the discovery.
That's right. It actually has been out of commission, so to speak, since 2013. But somebody kind of rejiggled the hardware, one very brilliant engineer, and now we're finding all of these amazing things in space.
And there, a number of these planets are the size, they're rocky, but the size of Earth. And it's kind of interesting when you think of it being out of our solar system, and it makes you wonder what's out there.
Well, and I mean, people talk about Bigfoot and Loch Ness Monster. That can be a little bit extreme.
You think?
You want to talk about life on other... Well, listen... I've seen some videos. No,
yeah.
but life on another planet to me is not out of the realm of any possibility whatsoever. I mean, 104 new planets.
Yeah, it's pretty well. I'm glad we have that, Andrew. Thank you. And I feel better now.
It's discovered 2,000 overall, but there are 4 planets which are orbiting something like a sun in a way that we orbit our sun.
Yeah,
it's called the Goldilocks area. It is really,
and they're also experiencing global warming. So we're thinking maybe there's somebody in there polluting it, and who knows? I mean,
Al Gore's second home is on planet.
Al Gore knows all about it. He actually invented these planets and the Kepler and the whole 9 yards. But Christine, what an amazing how we're able to. Now the photo. There's a photo. Actually, the OD has a picture, but it's actually an artist's rendition. But it's impressive. It's really, really something how these probes and these devices are sent up into space, and then even when they malfunction, we're able to pull stuff out of it.
Isn't it incredible how during the lives of some of us, man first walked on the moon, and now walking on the moon is no big deal. We're discovering, new solar systems. Yet,
with all of that technology and all of that knowledge, there's still a group that is focused in on every night on WIBX overnight that believe that moon landing never happened. It was a Hollywood presentation that was all for show, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, speaking of all for show, the convention last night, Trump made a big entrance, which is unheard of. Normally, the nominee, the candidate, does not make an appearance until his time. But he came in, and there was lights and fog, and "We Are the Champions" by Queen. It was like I don't know, the series finale of maybe The Apprentice or something like that. It was big, Tim Reed.
It's always Donald's time.
It's always for show.
It's always show.
So here are a few things that took. Yesterday, delegates got a bit wild over a vote about changing the rules to stop. If you're against Trump and you were hoping for a miracle at the convention, you can stop hoping. The last effort to free up the delegates' votes was defeated yesterday, but it was controversial.
Without objection, the previous question is ordered. The question is on adoption of the resolution. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed, no. In the opinion of the chair, the ayes have it, and the resolution is agreed to. Without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid upon the table.
This is all procedure, and they tried to rally against Trump, and they did get a second vote, a second time.
The chair would remind the hall that it is absolutely critical that we are able to discern the ayes from the nays. Those in favor of the rules package will say aye.
Okay, so that's now the no's were pretty loud too, but they kind of faded away. They didn't have the same type of stamina that the ayes had. You don't care to hear it all, do you?
It reminds me of like a Battle of the Bands concert. You know?
Was. Yeah.
Who do you think?
A protester sings a stupid song with a guy pretending to be his dog. Put that vision in your head.
I am here, he ain't no chump. I am here.
Okay, I've heard enough of that.
Wow.
And then, to me, the thing that just ruins it is Omarosa. From the original Apprentice, if you remember, she's the woman. She's just the most evil woman ever. And Christine, you know that she's like a big Trump supporter, and Trump takes her around and she does some speeches for him. But I just can't stomach Omarosa.
Nobody else will hire her.
That might be it. And well, here she is with her speech last night. Talking about how she's been hired as Donald Trump's director of African American outreach.
You've just been named director of African American outreach, correct?
I am the director of African American outreach for Donald Trump. Very proud to serve in that role.
That happened this morning?
No, it happened this week.
Happened this week.
But it's really an extension of the work that the coalition has already been doing, and so I'm very happy to take up that cause.
That was an interview, by the way, with Craig Melvin of MSNBC. Newt Gingrich says it's clear that Trump is not against immigrants.
Melania is not only very, very attractive as a supermodel, but she's also living proof that Donald Trump is not anti-immigrant. He's just for legal immigrants.
And did you see that Scott Baio was a part of it last night? He spoke at the convention last night, listening to a little. That's Happy Days, Scott Baio, right?
Joni loves Chachi.
Joni loves Chachi. This was Chachi.
We can go for Hillary Clinton, who wants to continue the same policies that are wrecking this country. Policies that make us unsafe. A woman who somehow feels that she's entitled to the presidency, that she's somehow owed it. Or we can go for Donald Trump. A man doing this from the goodness of his heart and genuinely wants to help.
Did Scott Baio do Apprentice, Celebrity Apprentice?
I don't know, but I got to wonder.
He'd be a good one for that.
I got to wonder, a lot of the celebrities that appeared on that show probably like Donald Trump from like a nice guy perspective, you know, being that they did the show with him. But I feel like a lot of them were like, yeah, I did the show, but for president, I don't know about that.
You mean that?
You think if he, you know, everybody probably expects, you know, oh, Donald, will you come out and help me out?
Well, at least they didn't use Gary Busey.
Oh. Yeah. Gary Busey.
Imagine that.
He's running for Space Martian. Here in one more for you, Willie Robertson jokes about his and Trump's hot wives.
I've always said that me and Mr. Trump have three things in common. We're both successful businessmen, although I flew commercial here, so I'm guessing he didn't. We both have had hit television shows, and we both have intelligent wives who are much better looking than we are. Are you cheering because we're ugly?
There you go.
That was stolen from the 1986 convention, by the way, that joke.
And Tim Reed, did you see David Crosby has a new song out?
No.
Yeah, heard enough?
Well, I can tell you who I think he's going to vote for. Just guessing.
That's funny.